It's your girl Hopey TV Movie Bestie, and I watch good shit. And I just got done watching GOAT. Now, GOAT is in movie theaters next month or June. It will be streaming on Netflix. Now, it is an animated movie, so it is for the kids, but it has a lot of themes that are applicable to everybody. So I recommend it for all. It was a great story about a goat who is played by Caleb, the black kid from Stranger Things. And he is wanting to be a professional basketball player. He wants to play for his home team. Now, his mother is encouraging him, like, you can do anything, dream big. And his mother, she ends up getting sick, passing away, and he never really makes his dream a reality. And so he's now an adult. He is sort of struggling. He works as a delivery boy at a diner that his mother used to work at. And the owner has taken him under her wing since his mother passed, but he is not making a lot of money. He's struggling to pay his rent. He's about to get evicted. So he's got a lot of stuff going on. He loves basketball. So he plays basketball in the neighborhood. And one day, the main event, who is a professional who plays for one of these teams that he wants to play on, he comes to the neighborhood and he starts challenging people to play him one-on-one in basketball. So he goes, he plays the guy. Now he loses, but he injures Maine. And so, of course, it goes viral. And everybody's like, oh, he gave Maine a run for his money. So the owner of the team he wants to play for, she recruits him. And she's like, come play for our team because they have 5 players and they need 6, but for some reason they've just not filled that 6th spot. And so she's like, come be our 6th player. And he's like, what? So Jet is a Panther and she's voiced by Gabrielle Union. And so there's a lot of big names in this movie. Jet is his favorite basketball player. And so he's like, oh my gosh, I would get to go play for Jet's team, my home team. Oh my gosh. So of course he signs and he's all excited thinking, I'm about to, be playing. This is my dream. And he's like, my mom will be so proud of me. So Jet, she hears that they've signed a 6th player and she's like, yes. And she's like, who I got? A crocodile or a tiger? She's thinking, I got a real opponent. And then they yeah, it's a goat. And she's like, a goat? What we gonna do with a goat? Will gets to the team. Jet is like, yeah, you're not playing. And he's like, what? And so Jet benches him because Jet's a star. She runs the show and she never lets him play. What he comes to learn is that the team, they don't work as a team. It's the Jet show. So they just do whatever Jet says. They back Jet up. They make Jet look good and they don't really play, which is a shame because all of them have a lot of skills that if they worked as a unit, as a team, they would be really good. And so they have been losing games continuously. Finally, at some point, they're down in the game and Will helps them win the game. So everybody's like, yay, Will! All his friends and stuff are like, you did it. Jet's not impressed. She's like, don't try that no more. And he's just like, what you talking about? We won the game. So eventually they learn how to work as a team. And so they start winning and they're advancing and everybody's like, yay, they're back. And so things are going pretty good. Jet has learned, okay, I should work with everybody. We can actually win and do good things. Well, all this is going well until Jet learns that the owner of their team has sold them. And after this season, they will, not only not play in their hometown, but the new owner is getting ready to clean house and they're all going to be fired and they won't even have jobs. Will overhears the owner telling Jet this. And he's like, oh my gosh. And so Jet is furious. And Will is like, we have to tell the team. And Jet's like, no, we can't tell the team because they're going to lose it. And we need them to have their head in the game to play. And so they're playing. Jet's furious. So Jet is playing out of anger. And she is just running the show, whereas she had learned to share, pass the ball, let everybody have their own little shine. No, she's like, we're down, we're losing. I got to win. They win the game, but not as a team. And it sucks because everybody had finally learned how to work together. They felt appreciated, they felt valued, and they're like, what was that? And so then Will says, hey, we're getting sold. We about to lose our jobs. This is why Jet was cutting up. And they're just like, whoa. And so Jet is like, all right, y'all, look, we just won. We going to the finals. We got to get our head in the game. And they're like, no, like, we heard about the team getting sold. What are we doing this for? And you don't even like us. It's clear. They're like, we're out. We're done. Will takes her aside and is like, why are you doing this? Like, we were doing so good as a team. And Jet's like, okay, I need my team. Obviously, I can't go to the finals by myself. So she goes to them, asks for their forgiveness. They get back together. Okay, they go to the finals. So they are playing Maine, the main event. Remember the horse from the beginning that Will had injured. And that's how Will got on the team. So they're playing Maine's team. They're playing, it's rough, it's tough. And then Jet gets an injury. And the doctor is like, Jet, this is it. Like, if you put any more pressure on this leg, you're going to lose it and you're going to be out for good. And so Jet's like, oh my gosh, okay, Will, like, come on, we need a team. So teams working together. Well, they're down to like final seconds. And they're like, what are we going to do? Neck and neck. We need to get this winning basket. So they say, okay, let's put Jet back in the game. And everybody's like, Jet can't even walk. And so Jet's like, I know, this is our strategy. We're going to make the other team think I'm back. And then they going to come after me. And then y'all going to do the thing. And so they're like, Will, take it away. So they bring Jet back. And sure enough, Maine is like, all right, Jet's back in the game. Y'all team up on Jet. So everybody's coming after Jet. Jet's got the ball. It's the last final seconds. She throws the ball to Will. She's like, Will, make the shot. And so Will takes the shot. The buzzer goes off and they win the game. Yay! Okay, so then they're like, this is it. We won. Even though we're all losing our jobs and the team is going to another city, it's fine because we went out with a bang. So they go home, they have a little parade, everybody's excited, they're happy, and they're like, we put on for the city, like, we're so proud of y'all for supporting us through all these years, through all these losses. And then Moto, who is one of the team players, he's a Komodo dragon, which if this were a real movie, I would never have watched this movie because I am terrified of reptiles. But anyways, so Moto is like, y'all, we ain't going nowhere. And they're like, what you talking about? The team got sold. And he's like, no. I now own the team. We staying in the city. And they're like, what? And so Moto shows them the deed or title or whatever. And they're like, but where you get the money from? So the whole movie, Moto is a gambler. Moto has been, when they're off on break or whatever, he's gambling. He's always at the casino. His signature thing is like they play poker. He always ends with an Uno card. And they're like, Moto, we ain't playing Uno. And so what happened was he was playing Uno with whoever these new owners were going to be. And it was like high stakes and they put up the team and Moto actually won. And so he won the team and they're like, Moto, you can't run the team. And he's like, well, we're going to find out. And so that's the end of the movie. They save the team. And it's just a great movie about dreaming big, staying true to yourself, working as a team, believing in yourself. It was a great movie for the kids specifically, but everybody could benefit from these kinds of themes. I recommend it. Like I said, it is in movie theaters, but if you want to wait until it's on Netflix next month, you can do that too. Anyways, if you've seen it or you're thinking about taking your kids, let me know what you think. And I'm on all the socials, your TV Movie Bestie. Like, subscribe, follow, comment below, and I will see you on the next show, the next episode. Bye, besties.